The Land Rover Range Rover Evoque looks just like a concept car that rolled straight off the auto show floor. Here at Consumer Reports, we don't score styling, but we gotta say, this looks distinctive, it looks cool. Thing is, we do score practicality, and there's a reason why you don't see that many concept cars out on the road. Let's start with visibility. There's a narrow band of glass that wraps around the whole car and a sharply rising belt line. Front visibility isn't horrible, it's helped by well-shaped windshield pillars, but the large side mirrors on the doors, they really block your views in the corners, and the rear window, it is tiny. Thank goodness there's a standard backup camera. Whimsy got the best of some of the controls. The shifter is a hockey puck-like cylinder that rises out of the console when you start the car. Looks cool, kind of fussy. What's really finicky though is the touchscreen radio. It takes lots of taps on the screen to move through pages to get to what you want. Also, a lot of the on-screen fonts are quite small to read. The Evoque has a full-length see-through roof that helps make the snug cabin feel much less claustrophobic. However, the roof doesn't open for ventilation. The Evoque's cabin is very snug in front though. There's a really wide center console that takes up knee room, and there's not much left foot room. However, the cabin is very nicely furnished with lots of high-quality materials. The firmly padded front seats are very aggressively bolstered. It's great if you fit in them. Most people won't. They'll find them narrow, and they'll find them uncomfortable. Access is tight getting into the back seat with a small opening. There's just enough room in the back seat for adults. The cargo area, it's pretty modest for an SUV too. So the Evoque falls short in practicality. But what's it like to drive? Well, here the news gets quite a bit better. The Evoque is powered by a Ford-sourced 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. You'd think such a tiny engine would be overwhelmed by this car, but it's not. Actually, acceleration times are quite quick. And fuel economy is pretty good. The ride can be pretty stiff over bad roads with pronounced kicks from the big 19-inch tires. Those tires also contribute quite a bit to road noise, especially coming in from the back of the cabin. Handling's a mixed bag though. There's plenty of grip here and there's not much body roll in the corners. Problem is the steering doesn't feel quite right. The effort's quite heavy and it's got almost a sticky feel on center to it. The artificial weighting, well, it robs away some of the driving fun. What really isn't fun is emergency handling. In our avoidance maneuver, the Evoque hopped around, sometimes lifting a wheel. Also, going around a corner, if you lifted off the throttle to slow down, sometimes the tail would slide out. The Evoque really should handle better in these situations. Traditional Land Rovers are known for their off-road capability, and the Evoque has more capability than most sporty small SUVs. That said, the Evoque does not have a low range, but it does have programmable modes for its all-wheel drive system and pretty good ground clearance. It could struggle its way up our difficult rock hill, but it's really better off in the mud or on grass or on dirt trails. Fashion statements don't come cheap, and neither does the Evoque. Ours costs nearly $46,000. It's easy to push the sticker up over $50,000. So sure, it looks great, but that comes at a high price in more ways than one. It also doesn't help that handling, especially emergency handling, really should be better.